Hi, welcome to All Wine Aside. Why can't I do once that I introduce the show and you guys either don't laugh or knock shit over?
I didn't do anything.
It wouldn't be All Wine Aside if everything went smooth.
We are a weekly podcast where we are three girls and we talk about the multi-uses of Javel over a bottle of wine. My name is Izza and I have in front of me Roxanne.
Hi.
And to the side, Kimberly.
Did you forget my name?
No, but I kind of wanted to make it rhyme, but I realized that it's not going to rhyme that way.
It's never going to rhyme.
It's never going to whine. It's never going to whine.
Never gonna whine.
It's never going to whine. What's up, guys? What's up, man? We had a very rough 5 last minutes.
We did.
We dropped wine on the floor. We dropped equipment.
Yeah, I dropped
frazzle.
wine and equipment.
My dog got hurt.
Involved.
There was plants involved.
I actually also meant to get all of our Insta stories out of the way before we started recording, and I just remembered at this moment as we started recording.
So you
Nice.
wouldn't do it.
I didn't do any.
It's all good. We have so much time. Oh, she's doing it now. She's going to we're going to mention something.
It's the other way.
What was
I don't know.
giving
I have
head
no
about doing
idea.
that? That's horrible. Can I do that? I don't know why I did that.
What happened?
She went like,
Oh, ew. Why do you
I don't know why. And I did. That's not what was in my head. It came out like that.
that was totally like giggity, giggity.
How's it going? It's episode 9. Kim instantly changed her face for some reason.
Because I did it the wrong way. I did it horizontally, and you can't do Insta stories horizontally.
Oh, it's true.
I'm going to give up on the Insta stories for now.
Kim, what's this episode brought to you by? Episode 9. Almost episode 10.
That's true.
That's pretty impressive.
So this episode is brought to you by: don't hate someone for what they look like on the outside. Hate them for what a piece of shit they are on the inside.
And God knows they all are.
Right?
So true. How was your week?
She really had to think about that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Oh, no. Actually, I had a game night on Friday.
What does that mean?
Oh, I love game nights.
Like board game nights.
Oh, okay.
With a couple of friends, and we played this game. I don't even remember what it's called, but pretty much you pick a card and it has 5 expressions. So you pick one and you try to draw it.
Oh,
and
Pictionary?
and everybody does the same, and then
Having trouble with your little screen there?
so anyway, once you draw it, you pass it to the right. So then you get the person
You get the person's drawing from next to you?
from the left, and you have to guess what it is. So you flip the page and you write it down, and then you pass it to the right, and then you
that's
have
cool.
something written. Yeah, my boyfriend had he was passing to his right, which was me. Mm-hmm. And there was this one part where he drew clearly like a vagina, and then
The inside or the outside?
with the legs and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And then there was an octopus next to it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh my God, for sure it's in vaginose. You know, like a yeast infection, but the one that makes you smell like fish.
Oh my god.
So I wrote...
There's no way that a guy would think of doing that.
And why would he not draw a fish? Why go out of his way to draw an octopus?
I don't know, man. I
he's
was drunk
Portuguese.
also, and I was like, oh yeah, that's his reference.
Because they eat a lot of octopus, no?
They do.
Oh,
they
do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
I love octopus. So
Yeah,
good.
it's so delicious.
I'm not a fan.
What?
I know.
Because you didn't
Eat
eat
it
the
right.
Maybe. That's what I keep hearing, yeah. But
So anyway, it turns out it was octopussy.
that was going to be my guess, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I was going to say octopusy, but that's not an emotion.
What's
It,
that?
it doesn't have to be an emotion. It's just
You didn't say it's an emotion? Oh, an expression. Expression, I meant, I thought you meant
my God.
a
This
facial
game-
expression and emotion.
This game has 8 cards with the 8 emotions that we know.
But wait. What's octopusy?
Isn't it like a James Bond movie?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, octopussy, that works. So he did a great job then.
I would have got that.
He did. I didn't go that far. I was like,
Yeast infection?
And then I passed it to the right, and my friend was like, "Whoa, how am I supposed to draw that?
What is she supposed to draw after? She's supposed to draw the vaginose?
What I write. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, she's supposed to write what you write.
No,
Draw what you write. Oh, my
And then
God.
you pass it to you do that thing 8 times. Anyway, it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
It was a good name. It's like tele something.
Telephone?
No. Tell us.
But it's like technically...
It's like teleportation, but not teleportation. Telestration or something?
Oh, that would make sense. Telestration.
But it's like the telephone game,
But with
not-
drawing.
Yeah, with drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never played. Cool.
I'll bring it along one time.
Sponsor us.
I can't even say the name right. Sponsor us.
Telesportations. Let's go.
Tell us.
Teleportation. Wow.
What about you, Kim?
I had another fucking shit week, so I'm not going to go too much into it. We're all sick, like fever, flu, everything.
And you had your, what's it called?
March break. It was my daughter's March break.
Thank
And we
you.
did nothing because we were literally just sick the whole week. But a little bit of positive in my week, since the only positive thing that happened I'll bring up. I saw geese.
You saw geese?
I saw geese.
It's spring.
That's a good sign for anyone living in Canada. I was really happy
They're
about
coming
that.
back.
Yeah.
But apparently I actually saw those red birds yesterday.
Oh, no. You saw, cardinal?
Cardinal.
I don't know if that's a sign of spring. The robins are a sign of spring.
I thought cardinals were here all the time.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of robin. It's robins that we get excited for because that's the first sign of spring.
No, I got excited because it was a bright red bird.
I love cardinals, yeah.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They are.
And one side, they're completely, like, I don't know if it's how the light reflects, but it was black.
Oh.
Like, I didn't see color. And then I was just like, for some reason, I looked at this bird. Like, I never look at birds. And I was drawing. Drawing? I was driving.
The hand movement you did look like driving.
I was drawing my steering wheel, and I was looking at this bird, and I'm like, okay, bird. And then he turned around at that exact moment, and it was bright red, and I was like,
So it was the front of it that was red.
no, it was the other side.
It's probably the way the
okay.
light was hitting it.
Yeah, the way I think that exactly the way the light was hitting it or something. But I got so excited, and I even had, unfortunately, I had a moment that I was like, do I pull out my phone? And I was like, no, let me just admire this bird. And I was just looking at
Good
the
for
bird.
you for not...
Yeah, seriously, I think we don't do enough of that.
Yeah, and I just admired
Enjoy
it.
the
And it was
moment.
pretty.
It's funny because I had this conversation not too long ago with people because I go to shows a lot, and every time I go to shows, there's always someone that's like
Always there.
filming. Was it with you guys that I had this conversation like last
No.
week? Okay. Because I'm like, oh, that's going to be boring. But there was this one guy, I went to see Portugal the Man not too long ago, and there was this one
I'm
guy.
sorry, Portugal the man?
Yeah, it's a band.
Okay.
Oh.
Because we call your boyfriend
Yeah.
Portugal, so it's like
I know.
I went to see Portugal the man. I was like, okay, there. Like,
Whoa.
talk about your boyfriend now, fuck.
But I was with him.
Okay.
I saw Portugal the Man with Portugal my man.
Okay.
Oh.
And while we were there was like those two guys in front that clearly have no like show etiquette, and they were filming the whole thing. They didn't know, you know how you try to do the panoramic? The guy had no clue how panoramic worked. And he just like held his phone and he went like this without pressing any buttons. And I was
my
like,
God.
okay, seriously.
Oh, are you
and then he
serious?
was like just holding it, and he was like, as if his phone was going to go all the way on its own. No, your hand control the phone. Anyway, he was just being such a fucking fucktard. And then I was like, okay, no. I'm
Did
going to
you go
go
and
up
talk
to
to
this
him?
guy and take his phone and fucking do it and then smash it. You know, like
There, I did it. And now it's gone.
lesson learned. No, but I didn't do it. But after that, he finally figured out. And after that, he kept on filming and filming and filming. And it's just like,
That's
it's
so
always in your
annoying.
face, you know? And my point is, when in the world is
Never.
this guy gonna sit in his living room and be like, let me watch that great Portugal the Man show I saw on my shit camera shaking with
Right.
like the noise and the sound that's terrible, when there are like really, really good live shows of Portugal the Man on YouTube?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's because we're so afraid all the time of missing the moment that we end up like recording shit, but then it's
Yeah.
like we never go back. Maybe 3 years later, like I sent you a picture recently of when we went to trivia, like what, 2 years ago or
Yeah.
something. And I was like, but the chances of you actually going back is like so rare. Like,
Right.
But no, that's different. Pictures are different.
Yeah, it's the videotaping.
And if you're at a show and you take a picture and it's for social media or whatever, like I can understand
that's
that.
fine. Yeah.
Don't film the whole fucking performance.
You're taking away from the moment of watching it live also. Like, you're not
And-
enjoying it.
But not even for yourself, for everybody else. Like
Right.
I literally a whole show I had like a phone demo show.
Yeah, I think that's what's more annoying. There's some people that go overboard. They're always with their phone in their hand, and it's like, oh,
At like kids' events at schools, if there's a concert or something, all the
my
parents with
God.
their iPads above their heads.
I
that's
hate
worse.
Like no one's behind you trying to watch.
There's so many iPads at weddings. It's insane.
But I don't an iPad. Don't you have a
iPad.
phone, man? It's the
iPad.
same resolution, isn't
No,
it?
Because iPhones are too small, so ants usually buy the iPad because it's bigger. That's what happens. They can't
Ants?
see. It's always the ant.
So that's why,
Ants? You thought it was gonna be ants?
like, well, they can carry a lot more than their own weight.
I'm not sure it would be able to carry an iPad though.
Yeah, so
That sucked.
No, yeah, but that wasn't even last week. That was like a few weeks ago. I
Oh.
just with phones and people. Period.
Why did we talk about this?
I don't know. I feel
because
like so
of
lost.
the cardinal.
Cardinal.
You said that you saw geese. That was it.
Right. Spring's coming, even though it's supposed to snow for like the next 3 days again. Like, I've had enough now. I'm done.
Oh my god,
This
I've
winter?
been done since February.
It's too much.
I'm okay with it.
I have to say the beginning of March was pretty like smooth because it was like there was not a lot of snow and it was melting
had
away
hope.
and the sidewalks were getting dry and I love walking on dry sidewalks. That's like my favorite thing in the world.
The only thing I regret is that I hate this period because all the snow is melting in my yard. So all of the layers of poop are going down. And then as soon as they reach the ground, there's like
A yard of poop.
a whole yard of poop. And I saw it last week and I'm like, I should really go out there and pick it all up before it snows again. And I didn't. And now I got
And
covered
it
up
snowed
again.
again.
So
Now it's like it looks
now it's
seamless.
super clean now.
It looks
It looks
seamless.
super clean.
But isn't it just like de l'engrais?
No, not it would take a long time for it to become like part of the grass. Now it's just like
Disgusting.
acres of fucking poop. And my dogs come in and I'm like, you stink. It's because it's my fault. 'Cause you walked in your own filth. Anyways, moving on.
Did you have a more interesting week?
More interesting week. Depends. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
So I managed to do, remember the interview on TV that I had?
Oh, yeah,
I managed to do it. Went well. Cool. Moving on. I decided to open up a Plenty of Fish dating account.
Bravo.
Instantly regretted it.
Really? I didn't even know that still existed.
Instantly regretted it.
Why?
What an awful website. Honestly, I've said it before, but now I really know that it's an awful website because you fill out the website, the profile, whatever, and you put your pictures and all the text and stuff, which is great, whatever. But anybody can message you. It's not a match thing. It's anybody can message you. So I opened up the profile and you can narrow down your searches, which there on that website, it's called like prerequisite after you filled out the profile.
Yeah.
So you fill up the profile, everything's cool. Then you have to go into another window or another tab to say like, who can actually message you. So like people between, 29 and 35.
So you
and-
don't get any like weird.
Yeah, but by then I had like 40 messages already.
Oh my God.
Because as soon as you open up an account,
You're available.
Fresh meat.
everybody
fish.
sees you because it's like brand new on the website, this person. So everybody's like, must write. So I was like, okay, delete everything. So I instantly regretted it. And the fact that everybody can message you, like anybody can, is annoying as fuck.
Really?
So annoying. I hated it. So anyways, but I'm on it.
Okay, so you're gonna give it a shot.
Well, I have it on. I'm just going to wait. Because I don't want to go profile per profile. That's why I hate Plenty of Fish, because you literally have to go profile per profile, and the website is designed so ugly. Did you ever go on it?
Yeah, I was on
Awful.
it. But I was on it for like a month maybe, and I met a guy that was great, and then I got off of it.
Well, hopefully we'll see. We'll see what happens. Which that actually got me into a website where I was looking for Plenty of Fish, and I got to an article about the owner of Plenty of Fish. This guy is some nerd from Vancouver.
That couldn't get laid, so you decided to do this?
But he opened up the website one day because all of the dating websites were free, paying. And he was like, this is stupid. Why isn't there a free one? So he started the website. He's a software developer. Right now he has 3 employees, just in case there was like support problems. Only 3 employees. He makes $10 million a year
Oh my God.
from Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
And he just sits in his, apparently he works 1 day a week. He does everything he needs to do in the first 15 minutes of the day. So it's like he works 24 hours in 20 hours in a week. And he makes $10 million a year.
That's crazy. But
Why isn't that me?
right, why isn't it any
Honestly.
of us? But is there ads on the site? Like, how does he make money?
There's ads on the website,
Okay.
yeah. And there's also upgrades.
Okay.
Like if you want to see the people that like you or
I see.
the people that you matched with, you have to pay for it, which I don't care personally. But
It's a great life.
for a shit website.
We're working 20 hours a week.
It's shit. There's like 3.5 billion profiles on Plenty of Fish. A lot of single
Make me
people.
depressed about my life.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you that because I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Update on Clubby Hands. You guys know, but the listeners
I was
going to
pretend like we didn't. I was going to be like, oh.
Okay, let's cut that then. Let's cut that. Guys, have an update on Clubby Hands.
Tell us.
What happened?
I messaged him. We hadn't spoken in a few days, and I messaged him, and I'm like, listen, I don't think that there's much of an interest. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. And
That's
he's
how
like,
you approached him?
well, I wrote it nicer, but
Okay.
pretty much. What
That's
it was.
like
I thought you were
closing the
interested,
door in
though.
his face.
Yeah, I thought you were interested.
No, I said, I feel like there's not much of an interest. I said to him, I asked him.
Yeah, but that kind of sounded like, to me, that sounded like mutually. So he would probably be like, oh, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
me too.
I wrote it nicer. I
I don't know.
And,
Yeah, I know you're nice.
My
So
business?
I doubt it.
So no, I did write it nicely. I promise. He said that he doesn't feel like dating these days, so he's not interested.
Him and his fucking clubby hands.
I know. Fucking
I have a
clubby hands.
question.
Yeah.
Remember your ex? I'm sure you remember.
Which one?
Oh, the young one.
Ontario? Yeah.
Where is he married now? Like, what's the
Is
story?
he married now?
I don't know. I didn't speak to him since October.
I thought you were going to say February. Like, oh God, that's so
October.
long.
2
I know.
weeks ago.
I was about to say February, but I remember that we are in March. No, like October. We didn't even wish each other
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, bravo.
Yeah. It's but I said it because I was like in love with that guy
Were you?
For like a minute.
for a minute. Yeah, I thought I was gonna
remember that.
marry that guy. Like I thought we were gonna have kids, and it was like for like a hot minute. And when we broke up, I was like, you know what? I honestly, unfortunately, think that I'm not gonna remember him in 5 years. And I really hope he doesn't listen to this. I apologize if
He
do.
wasn't really memorable though.
Well, to me, he was because I loved him.
I know,
Right?
but sometimes you're blinded, and that's why you have to listen to your friends.
But it's pretty crazy, eh? Because you really like in those moments you realize how love blinds you for real, like
Yeah.
for real. Because then you break up with the guy or girl, whatever, and then you go and you like for a few weeks you're not without, and you're like, holy,
my life is okay.
I'm not going to die
like,
without
who
him.
was this guy? You know what I mean?
But
you
a
know?
step back brings a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
clearness.
Clarity?
clarity.
Yeah, I'll go with clarity.
But what was he? Like,
he wasn't a piece of shit.
am I
he
thinking of the
wasn't.
same guy?
Yeah, you are.
yeah. He wasn't a piece of
No,
shit.
at
He
all.
was a nice guy.
Very, very nice. Very
Okay.
nice.
He was just not up to your level. In terms of what I think that you're looking for and what you need,
Yeah.
I think you saw some elements that you liked in that guy, and you're like,
He was super nice. Like I liked the niceness part. He was very attentive. He like knew things about me before I even found out. Like he was very, the type of guy that you want in your life. But unfortunately, after a while, I found him I need somebody in my life who's street smart,
Okay.
who can figure shit out on them like by himself, and it doesn't do stupid mistakes. Like I found that he avait pas assez de vécu. Like he did,
and he was always trying to prove himself.
yeah.
That was for me. That was like that
he
guy
was
is not.
he was
gonna
always
last.
trying to impress people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm the type of person that's like do things and I don't unless I'm like really proud, like fixing my fucking light. I was so proud. But
So you're trying to impress someone, you're just proud of it.
but yeah, exactly. But most people don't know what's going on in my life because it's like it's for me. Like I do
Right.
these things for me, not to show off to people,
Right.
And he was very he wasn't show offy. He was a very accept me, please accept me. Look at all the shit I
He
can
was
offer
looking
you.
for the love,
And it's like,
and
oh.
there's nothing more for me aggravating than someone that's just trying too hard.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying a little bit too hard.
Also, he had a little bit of a problem with hygiene.
Really?
He smelled?
No, he didn't smell.
That's a
but he
turn-off.
sweated all the time, which is not something you
fine,
can't
yeah.
control, right?
No.
It's not. But he didn't do anything about it. Like he if you didn't tell him to shower, he wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah, or he would walk around outside without his shoes on, like on your wet grass, like you love.
Oh my God,
Kim.
I hate walking on grass.
He would walk outside without shoes on, without socks, and then like crawl into bed. And it's like, no,
it's
you
just
know,
un
like
petit scrub de.
just a little bit, like just take a
Rinse them.
shower or rinse them off, like clean yourself, like just the little things like that. You're like, oh, no, it's not hot,
Yeah.
like
my boyfriend's the opposite of that, like to the point where it's like, okay, you're taking a third shower today?
yeah,
Like, fuck.
yeah.
The hot water bill is going to be high this month.
My showers are always cold because you keep showering.
But I might have realized it because of like ponytail, XX, of 6 years.
Who every
was
time he shat.
Every time he shat,
Germaphobe.
he would shower. And like he used to shower, like the maximum I've seen him is 5 times in a day. And
Wow.
that was intense. But I think that went in my brain. And when Ontario didn't shower, I noticed it more. I was like,
Right.
oh, why aren't you showering today?
I'd rather
You know,
somebody
like,
who overshowers than undershower.
Yeah, when you're comparing.
Personally.
I just like someone that's normal, guys.
But if I had to choose,
Like 1 to 2 max a day. Like,
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I don't shower. Like
Yeah, me too.
some days I don't shower.
happens,
But
yeah.
also not in the house. Like I'm in the house the whole day. I'm not
Right.
going out.
You're not sweating.
I'm not sweating. I'm
Yeah.
not doing exercise. I'm not doing anything.
but
you
it
know?
happens to me that I'll be late and I'll skip a day. You know, I'll just
yeah,
like,
that's it. But if you went and ran a marathon, you'd shower after.
If there's a
Yes.
reason, like, or you're going out to meet the parents or something, like shower. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
for
there's an
sure.
important moment- or
The
you're gonna go in an area in a bar that's gonna be super shower. You know,
Right.
like.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm very lenient, but anyway, whatever. Okay, let's move on.
Do we want to talk about the wine? We
Yes.
just opened it before we pour.
Yes, because I have something else.
Pour first, because if I tilt it to read,
The little carpet is here for spillage.
thank God, we used it well today.
I just want to.
Yeah, we spilled it on the floor.
I noticed
got on
that
there.
you.
Upgraded?
Yeah, I'm not the only one with the piece of the carpet.
Yeah, but you know why? Because I was cold last episode. Because we didn't have a carpet or anything, so I felt weird. Oh.
I just want to go take a sip. The smell, it smells kind of fishy.
Oh, like a vaginose.
Does it smell like a urinary tract infection?
No,
Or a
yeast.
yeast infection?
I preferred our other one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
the smell is horrible. It tastes better than it smells, but it's not great.
What is, when you're a winemaker, this should be like almost number one.
Don't,
What does it
don't
smell
sell
like?
this one.
Yeah, but that's like cheese. The cheese that smell the worst are the most delicious ones.
Stinky cheese still has like, there's something about it still makes you want to eat it. Where some stinky wines, you're like, I don't want to taste it.
When you eat cheese, you don't have to stick your nose into a tiny glass.
That's true.
So you never have a big, huge whiff unless you like basically sniff the cheese. But
Sniff the cheese.
yes, you have no choice but
But it
to have it
doesn't
up your
taste
nose.
as bad as it.
No,
Because
it smells worse than it tastes. I'm going to stop smelling wines because I always I like them more before I smell them. This one
Part
is
of
called.
the experience.
It's not a great experience. This one's called C'est la Vie. It's a
So let me.
Chardonnay. A Chardonnay
Love
Sauvignon.
Chardonnay.
I love Chardonnay. It's a Chardonnay Sauvignon from France. This writing is so small.
Oh my god! Every time you read a bottle of wine,
I'm
you
going to start
sound
bringing.
80.
I know. I'm going to start bringing a magnifying glass with me. What happens when the generosity of the Chardonnay meets with the crispness of a Sauvignon Blanc? Fresh nose reveals notes of white fruits and citrus fruits.
What's white fruit?
I don't know.
Les mûres blanches.
Is that a thing?
Les mûres blanches, yeah.
I've never eaten that ever
It's
in
like
my
a,
life.
White
it's like
blackberries?
it's a white blackberry, yeah, or white
Is kind of-
raspberry.
Isn't that kind of like a white blackberry? That would be like an oxymoron, no?
I think it's a white berry.
It sounds better than your
Never had that in my life.
No, they're really good. They're really good.
A fresh nose reveals notes of white fruits and citrus fruits, followed by a nice, charming mouthful. Oh, mouthful
That was like a mouthful of what?
of wine.
Mouthful.
Well balanced, you will be able to enjoy this wine on its own or with poultry and grilled fish.
Yeah, maybe we need some grilled fish to like tone the fish smell.
Tone the fish. Now you
Or give it a reason why
Yeah,
it smells that way.
right. Maybe it won't smell as fishy if you have fish on the side, right? Now you just have to gather friends, a nice table on a sunny day.
Huh? Oh,
As French people say,
Well, it was sunnier
it was
today.
a little bit, yeah.
as French people say, c'est la vie, the true one. That's not what c'est la vie means.
The true one?
That's
what it
their
says.
translation. C'est la vie is.
It just says c'est la vie, the true one. I don't think French people say
C'est
that.
la vie, the true life, maybe? Like the true one?
It just says the true one.
No, but it's just this is life. This is how life goes.
C'est la vie is more like
It's
whatever
like-
happens, happens.
It's more like this is what it is. Oh,
Yeah.
this is what it is.
Shit happens.
The true one.
No, I'm sorry.
No one
No.
says that. French people, English people, no one says the true one. I've never
gonna
heard
start-
that phrase in my
Maybe
life.
we start it.
I'm gonna start
and
using
we're on
it
the
now.
street. We're on the street.
The true one. They'll be like, a true what? The one. True one.
Oh, I don't love it. I kind of wish we were still drinking the other one.
So,
Move on from
okay,
the stinky
okay.
wine.
Move on to the stinky wine. Started a contract on Friday of my old job. I'm gonna help them out around the office for a couple of weeks, I guess.
How many times a week?
3.
Okay.
On Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I have nothing to say about it, but it made me think about I don't know what your first jobs are.
Well, my very first job was face painting at Park Safari.
Really?
What?
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
It paid so well.
Did it?
Yeah, because
Paid so well for that age, or
no, like it legit paid well. Because technically, Park Safari will just have like open like hiring days that all the kids go in, and then you do classes and you have to show them how like forward you are or like social or whatever.
I'm not understanding. Like a fair, like a job fair.
Like an open house.
It's like but for one company, and they hire like temporary.
Okay, for like
Work.
the summer or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. So I went in and I really wanted a job, and I was 15 at the time, and I was like, yo, like
Park Safari's far though.
it was like 40 minutes from my house, but I had a car and like whatever, like I had no job.
At 15, you had a car?
No, the first year my mom drove me every day back
Whoa.
and forth. Well, my mom didn't work back then, so
It's her job.
Yeah.
Give me half your paycheck and I will drive
I paid
you.
for gas. I did pay
Okay,
for gas.
okay.
But when we're there and we're doing the whole thing, I really wanted to work like in the stores with the souvenirs. For some reason, I thought it was like
Glamorous?
the best job. Yeah. And like the people that worked in the store were like those cute little navy pencil skirt. And I was like, I want to be that person.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But
And
then
the ideas we have when we're young.
I know.
And I think also like what
you-
younger girl didn't want to work at cash? You know what I mean?
no,
like,
all those buttons.
yeah, all those press all buttons all day, wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Really?
I did.
Yeah, me
I
too.
did think that owning a restaurant or a storefront was like uber glamorous. Like you had to be a millionaire to do
Oh
it.
my goodness.
And they're all like fucking suffering.
It's like me. It's like people like hardly pay rent. Like
We're all in the cafeteria and we're filing up the final
Forms.
paperwork. We don't know, like we all have a number attributed to us. Well, I'm really struggling.
wow.
Yeah, for that day, because it's
Fancy.
only one day.
Okay.
And it's a whole day of classes and of like quizzes and of testing you and stuff. And on the mic, they go, oh, also, there's Gail in face painting that is looking for 3 people to face paint for the summer. So if you're interested, add it. So it was my third choice.
That was my Tinder.
Your Tinder?
That's exciting. It was my third choice. And then they called me and they were like, hey, we decided to hire you for face painting. And I was like, ugh. So disappointed. I was not going to wear the navy
I was
skirt.
gonna say, do I get to still wear the pencil skirt?
But then it turns out that space on the park land does not belong to the park.
It's like a private company?
It belonged to Gail. So instead of being paid like Gail. So instead of being paid like $6 something an hour, like back then, I was paid $75 a day.
Whoa.
How many hours would you work a day?
Like about 8. I
Oh,
think.
so that's good.
8, 9, it depends on the day. Sometimes less than that, but I would still get paid $75. Except that after 2 weeks, the chick left. She was like, listen, I got a big contract for Cirque du Soleil doing like comptabilité or something, like finance.
That's the same.
Was it
and
cool
she's
doing
like,
their makeup?
yeah.
No, doing their accounting.
That's also what I thought, but no.
Doing makeup for Cirque du Soleil. That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's a
but they
big
all
job.
they all do it themselves.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because can you imagine face painting fucking 100 people? How long that would take? Like you have to be there at 8 in the morning if the show's at 9. So
Well, you kind of hope there'd have more than one face painter.
Yeah.
maybe. But then she's like, okay, so the only thing you have to do is give $300 a week of all the money you make to the park, and the rest you split 3 ways. And we're like, okay. I ended up making like sometimes like $250 a day.
What? When you're 15? That's insane.
Oh my God. I was rolling on dough. It was insane. But also,
But wait, but the girl didn't even take...
no,
Money?
She was like, you have to pour les impôts and everything, but like, we're 15. Like, fuck this. We didn't work. We didn't declare any of it. You know what I mean?
Of course not. Yeah. Wow,
Yo, you
how
were
fun.
lucky. I don't
Because
think
it was
that
all
ever happens.
cash. It was all cash. Because people would pay for the face painting in cash. There's
Yeah.
no like interact
no
machine or whatever.
receipt or-
No. And then we just like split it 3 ways. But there were some days where it would rain, let's say.
Nobody was there.
Nobody was there, so we'd like close up shop and just go do elephant tours and like it was like
What an awesome job.
it was super chill. That's like the good side. Like the money was great and everything. However, there's like a central plaza at the middle of it. But
Plaza?
In French, it's plaza.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
in English,
You said something different.
no, I said plaza.
I was following her completely.
Let's play back.
I heard plaza.
I heard
Okay.
like plaza. I was like, no, wait, that's not it at all.
That's just in your brain. But it was definitely a plaza. And there was a stage, and that's where all the shows would happen. The issue is it's all the same shows. And we're
Like in
right
Cuba?
next. Some fucking jokes.
You want to like hang yourself after a while.
And there was like Baby Spice 3 times a week.
Oh my gosh.
The Baby Spice Girls, like, oh my God. And it's all those shit French songs that they're doing dressed in pleather, like pink and yellow and green. It was terrible. And believe me, after 4 months of this, you know all the songs by heart. And while you're
You don't
face
want to,
painting,
but
you're
you know
like,
them.
da, 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 da. And
But
you're,
wait, do you remember the holiday CD at La Senza?
oh my God, we knew all the songs by heart.
All of them. We knew exactly what was playing. It was always the same
And you know
goddamn
that
CD.
sometimes I hear them in other stores.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, oh, la, 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 la. And I know all the lyrics. But the worst part is sometimes there were songs from other countries on the CDs,
Yeah.
not just the holiday CDs, but like the regular music that played at La Senza. And it was like different languages.
And you still sing it. You still sing
I'd
it.
be like, I think this is what she's saying, but I know all the fucking syllables.
It's crazy though how they always literally play the same music over and over.
This
and
was like
over
before
again.
satellite radio.
Most stores have a designated playlist. Like there's a guy in the head office. That's what he does.
Really?
Is because it has to be on brand.
Right.
It can't just be any song, right? Like Cut Night Joe
Oh,
can
it's
come
true.
out
Yeah.
on at La Senza, you know?
See,
So it's a CD, basically a CD, like a playlist of the same songs.
And then when they would switch the CDs, you're like, whoa, it was a great day. You know? But all this to say that although there was good money and and like those fun little perks, you know, and we had discounts also, so I could go in the stores with all my money and I could buy shit if I wanted to.
What would you buy? At the
Nothing.
fucking
A
Park
little blue pencil
Safari?
skirt? Duh.
But the problem is, I think this is where my hatred of children comes from.
That would make sense.
But not even so much the children, because basically you're painting kids for 8 hours a day. And
Painting kids.
curiously,
Painting kids.
but curiously,
Was that a roller?
There's a roller on the kid.
but curiously enough, it's not even the kids that are the worst; it's the parents.
The parents.
And I do not want to be that person in my life ever. Some shit happened with the kids. They'd be kids that fall asleep while we're face painting them.
What?
Well, yeah, because it's super relaxing, right? It's super soft and
He just falls asleep?
yeah, they're like. and
Won't
then
sleep
you
at
paint-
nighttime. They fall asleep during the fucking face painting.
Well,
Wow.
they have to close their eyes, right? Because we like paint on their eyes, and then when it's done, you're like,
Oh my God.
wake up.
How
and then
long did it take
You show them their face, and they're like,
I forgot I was here.
no, they don't recognize themselves. They're like a fucking tiger now, you know? And they're like, "Ah," and they start crying.
Are you
I've had
serious?
kids pee because
Oh my
they needed to
God.
pee, but the lineup was so long that
The
they
parents are like, you're fucking staying in this line.
Also, they probably feel bad.
but they'd feel bad, and they're just so excited to get the face painting. They don't want to go pee. And then
see-
once they're there, they just pissed on us. We've had parents fight each other because there'd be long lineups. Some makeups take 10 minutes to make when it's like a full face.
oh my
and
god, a
everything.
full 10 minutes?
With a kid, that's long.
When we're 3 and there's 20 people waiting, it's long, you know?
And the parents
So-
are like,
But see, I would be okay with the peeing part because I get it. Falling asleep is weird.
It's very relaxing to get your face painted.
I could imagine.
See,
It's like having
it
a
gives me
facial.
anxiety, so no.
Oh, okay,
And
but no.
as a parent, I'd like to say that as much as when you see those parents, you're like, I just don't want to be that person. When you become a parent, you are. Like, you don't have that choice.
But that's why. But
I don't
that's
think you
why.
even realize.
you don't. You become that crazy neurotic person without wanting to.
That's exactly why I
Yeah.
don't want to be
Yeah.
a parent.
Then you go home and cry. And you're like, I can't believe I'm this person.
And you see like the good versus the bad parents. Like I've seen parents I would go to the park and they'd be like whatever the kid wanted, and they were like, you know what, today is your day. You decide. And I was like, that's good. Like you're prepared that it's going to cost you money.
Yeah.
But it's one day, you know, like and I know kids, it's every day, but I mean,
No, yeah, yeah, I
the
get
one day where the kid has no restriction, you know, and it's
Right.
just a perfect day for the whole family, really. And then you have the parents that are like, no, on va pas dépenser $2 for like a cat on your face, you know? It was
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Right.
know,
Some people are, yeah, I get it.
Let them be a kid.
So that was your first job.
That was
That's
my
crazy.
first job.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It was how far it was.
It was downhill from there, really.
That's much more exciting than my first job.
Wait. But before you move on to your first job, I want to know, without any explanation, what was the jobs after that? Just so we can paint a picture.
Paint a picture.
Oh, shit.
Well, IGA, Metro.
Cashier, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I sold socks and then La Senza. And then that was my real career after that. But it was just, oh, no, wait. I also served smoked meat. That was my worst. I was a waitress for 3 months, guys. And I cannot tell you how many plates I've dropped in the garbage trying to empty them out because everything was so fucking greasy.
And gross.
It was disgusting. People would slid all the time on the floor because they would wash the floor with the greased up water.
The grease from the smoked meats. Can you to this day eat smoked meat now?
Recently, I started being able to eat smoked meat, but when I used to work there, even if I only had one 4-hour shift a week,
You're like, no.
I would go back home and everything would smell that, threw me off. I couldn't. But then I ate smoked meat poutine, and that just kind of fixed everything
Brought
for
it
me.
back? Yeah.
Wow. So all service à la clientèle. Customer service.
What else was I going to do?
Yeah, I guess. But so a lot of people work in the back, not necessarily with clients.
I mean, did you see this face?
Okay. bleh. Okay, what about you?
My first job was horrible. It only lasted a week. It was, of course, telemarketing.
Oh my God, I did that too.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Was it at Zellers?
No, it was at
telemarketing at
yeah,
Zellers?
really? No.
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
at the most non-legit telemarketing company in Montreal. If anyone who did telemarketing worked at this company at some point. It was MTS, Merchant Transaction Supplies.
Just that name.
Oh my God, it was
bullshit.
horrible. We pretty much had to sell. We were selling the ink and the paper for Interact machines. Oh, it's a complete scam. You call them and be like, yeah, so we're just going to recharge all, blah, blah, make it sound like it's for free, and then they get a bill, and then they call. Anyways, it's horrible.
Okay,
and I was a really, really shy kid. And I just really didn't like getting in trouble. And that's just not the job for you if you don't like getting in trouble. And I used to have to skip last period to make it to work on time. And I did it with one of my friends who I'm trying to be really serious and not break down crying every time I call someone because they yell at me. I'd be stop fucking calling here. And my friend beside me would she'd collect all these straws from Subway, with the paper on it, and then blow the paper at me while I'm on the phone with people. And I'm like, fucking stop doing that.
What a bitch.
And everyone's yelling at me, and I can't even pronounce I'm calling these places in the States that I can't even pronounce the name of the cities. So I look like a fucking idiot. It didn't last long at all. Like I said, I lasted.
A week though is quite
I'm saying a week. I might be pushing it. You know what I mean?
You're rounding it up.
Yeah, I'm way rounding it up. And I remember the last day.
It's actually a day.
Yeah, I remember the last day was payday, and we're on the train. We're on the train going to work, and we're like, can't fucking do this anymore. Okay, let's just finish this week. Let's just get through the day. And we went and picked up our paycheck and left. I couldn't do it. It was horrible. I don't even know if I would consider that.
I'm sure you looked at the paycheck and were like, this is not worth it.
It was not worth it. It was not worth the beer I got to buy with it.
You weren't rolling on dough like I was.
No, at all. So I wouldn't even consider that whatever. But what you were talking about when you guys were talking about the music in the stores made me think of my first salon job, which was I guess my first career job. I actually worked in the salon, which if I'm not mistaken, the story was the guy who owned the salon was an engineer that ended up with the salon in a divorce. So he knew nothing about running the salon. So for a brief period in time, the employees.
How do you end up with a salon in the divorce?
Because I think his wife,
she cheated.
Yeah, because I think she had the salon and then they broke up and she didn't want it. So she was like, I'll take the house and you take the salon. And he was like, okay, but he knew nothing about running a salon.
Wow.
I don't know what the story was, but it was something like that. So we ran the salon for a while. And we used to hook up our Discmen, because we had Discmen back then. We used to hook up our Discmen, and that was the music in the salon, and we had gangster rap with swear words playing in the salon. At one point, one of the makeup artists was like, my brother's a DJ, I'm going to bring him in on Thursday and Friday. We had a DJ in the middle of the salon.
That's amazing.
It was amazing, but it wasn't good. We were in a mall. Can you imagine the amount of people that would complain about, it was a mess. And then finally it ended up getting sold. But,
Yeah, the guy was like, fuck this.
Yeah, no. Ended up getting sold to like some crazy lady.
There's a market that's not like exploited here though with all
with like a party kind of hairstyle. Because hairstyle sometimes it's boring.
Yeah,
yeah.
To be honest,
you're there waiting.
And
what if you
awkward.
can see a band playing?
Yeah, I actually know a couple right now that I used to work with that own their own, like he owns a barbershop and she owns a salon, like kind of beside each other, I believe. And they kind of have like a really cool vibe to their salon. It's kind of like that. And I think, I could be wrong, I think his barbershop's actually in a bar. Yeah, it's like the barbershop's in a bar.
He only owns a burr shop.
A burr shop? A barber. Burr shop. He owns a burr shop because the other part's a bar.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that took you a second.
Okay, guys.
Over her head. Yeah, but they were
Good
both.
for you, Rox. I'm impressed. You cut that on fast.
They're both kind of disastrous. Yeah.
Are they?
Disastrous.
yeah.
That's a smart idea, though.
It was cool. Yeah. I shouldn't say this on the podcast though because it's a business idea, so I won't never mind.
Don't.
So that was your first job?
Your first job was at McDonald's.
No, my first job was actually in a hair salon.
What?
Oh, because your brother.
Picking up the hair?
No,
Wait, your brother's a hairstylist?
My brother-in-law is a hairstylist. Yes, he came from Italy to live here and became a hairstylist.
He was an artiste.
Oh, so artistic.
He owns quite a reputable salon too, no?
He owns La Coupe.
Which is quite a rep. Like at one point, La Coupe back in its day was the place to be.
Oh,
But he owns La Coupe or just one La Coupe?
One of the La
it's a
Coupes. He owns the
franchise.
one in Cavendish.
Franchise?
It's not anymore though. They have nothing to do with each other.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I worked there because my brother-in-law had a salon. So I think I was 15. I had to have her first job.
And you picked up hair?
No, I had to wash hair.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I had to wash hair and pick up hair, and I was basically like a hairstylist assistant, which was absolutely horrible. I sucked to no end because I literally got plopped in the middle of the salon, and they were like,
Go
"Figure
do
it
it."
out. Just do it."
But can I tell you, that's kind of like most jobs in a salon. Like it doesn't get better.
But in my opinion, there's a technique
but
to
you can
washing
still-
hair.
Oh, there is. I give good head shampoos.
But that's it. I was 15 years old. I had no idea. Like I felt it. It was just awful.
Yeah.
And it's like his salon is in a very Jewish neighborhood, so they're very particular about their hair.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It has to be like a specific way and everything. So they kept complaining about me, but it's like, how am I supposed? I had no idea.
No one trained you on how to do a shampoo?
Nobody trained me.
And there's nothing worse than, when you get...
It's your brother,
No,
like
but when
they
you
don't
go
care.
to the salon and, you have hair dye or whatever, and then it's like an assistant washing your hair, and she's just like...
Oh my gosh.
barely
I know.
touching you.
yeah.
Like, fucking go in there and scrub, woman.
But unless people tell you, you don't know that's what people want, right? At like 15 years old, how many times?
at
How many
15
times
Have
have
you had it
is-
done? Yeah.
But at 15, it's excusable. At
Yeah.
like 25, like...
Yeah.
They need to be properly trained. I used to work at another La Coupe, not the same one, and I was in charge of the assistants at one point, and I would train them. And it's like, there is a technique, and it's so
Absolutely.
important. Like,
Yeah.
especially because if you send a client back into the stylist chair and they still have dye on their scalp, we don't have time to send you back to the fucking sink. Like, no.
Yeah, so I sucked at that. And actually, I think that while I was writing this on my little document here, like, thinking about the jobs and like things like that, I discovered that I think that's the main reason why now I can't do anything in my life unless I'm completely and utterly prepared.
Because of that.
Because of that day. Because of that period that I was like a hairstylist, because I was so embarrassed because people used to yell at me and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like,
Right.
you have to tell me. You can't just yell at me. You have to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And now every time I do something, it's like I'm utterly like, I have to know how to do it 110% before I actually do it.
Oh, I feel bad for little Isa.
You should. It was awful. But no, my second job that I actually had for a while, this was like, I think I had this job for like 2 weeks, not even. But my real job was McDonald's. And I had it for 3 years. And it was the best job ever. Ever. I love that job so much. To the point where it's like, I had my friends now that I still am best friends with, Keith from 450 Podcast.
Is
Which you
that
can listen to.
how he got the 450 on?
No, no, maybe a little, but I mean, no. And C Money, which that's his name. C Money. I met him.
That's what his parents named him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his real name. And
Great parents.
I met them, and I'm still friends with them now. And it was like the best job because we used to have the most fun. I used to call that job Easy Money because it was just so easy.
So why did
but
you leave?
super hectic. Because it's McDonald's.
You can only make so much,
You're not
right?
gonna do McDonald's till you're like 30.
Anyone though I know that's worked at McDonald's is still friends with people they worked at McDonald's with years ago for some reason. Like you guys end
Honestly,
up creating some sort of bond that happens under the roof of McDonald's, under those golden arches.
But I just want to say, if you have stick with McDonald's, you could have gone into the office, and they
Make
are
money.
like the best company to work for.
Are they?
Yeah. They pay incredibly well. You have amazing benefits. They pay your car, even if you only have to travel just a little bit. Like,
Oh, yeah?
they treat, yeah.
Oh, chances are I could have made it there because as soon as I made manager, I quit.
Really?
I was like, I'm done.
But that's when you get free food.
Oh, I used to get free food way before that. Just don't worry about it.
Let me just take this burger right here.
The deal was like you used to get 50% off when you worked only.
Okay.
But fuck, we didn't pay half of the time.
But that's what I mean.
And then when you're manager, though, you get free food, don't you? Because I remember my cousin.
don't remember, I don't know.
Because my cousin, I don't think we have a name for her.
Yeah, cousin.
Cousin I used to live with, right? She was manager
She's
at the
the one that
McDonald's.
looked at your hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to be manager at the one on St. Jacques, and whenever I would sleep over, like 3 o'clock in the morning, she's like, let's go get food at McDonald's. And
All
we'd
the
go
time.
all the time, and we'd go and prank the drive-through all the time. It was fucking amazing.
Honestly, it was a fun job because it's repetitive, but not. And
Right.
it's just like you get so comfortable. Like I used to do drive-through, cash in the front, and kitchen at the same time. So I would basically take the orders, all three, and like just do it. And it was just so easy. And it's always repetitive. And I used to know the prices by heart. So somebody would be like, I want a Big Mac trio, but supersize the fry with an extra fucking fry. And I used to be able to tell them the price without even doing it on the cash because it's just so all the time. You just get the whole
Right.
same shit. But me, Keith, and C Money, we used to, every time, the managers used to hate us working together because we would do the stupidest shit. Do you remember when we used to have the McRib?
Don't they have them like every once in a while?
Well, I think for a couple years now, they haven't had it anymore.
It's like the McLobster.
McLobster, yeah.
They usually have that like once a year, though, don't they? Like,
I think so.
But the McRib used to, the one of the first time it came out, but in French, it's McCote.
McCoat?
McCote.
Really?
Yeah, like a rib coat. But when you say it a particular way, it sounds like McCock. So we used to call
not
it
really, but okay.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure
the way
it did, yeah.
McCock. And people, when you say it out loud, people thought that you would say McCock, so we started calling it the McCock, but we used to yell it at each other. So we were like, I was in the front, I'd be like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna need 2 McCocks. And 2 vaginises. 2
Vaginas.
And the managers were like, stop! and then the guys in the kitchen would repeat it, like, that was 2 McCocks and 2 vaginises, got it! And we would just yell it in the
So
store,
funny.
and it was hilarious. Like, we used to laugh so hard, but we used to always cause trouble like that. And it was like one of the best memories that I have.
That's
like
fun.
the McCoats.
I'm happy to hear you guys enjoy that job, though, because again, most people I know that's worked there say it is an enjoyable job, and the customer service is good at McDonald's. Like compared
Not
to say,
anymore.
compared to Tim
I was
Hortons.
gonna say.
No, now that the stupid mechanical, like weird self-service stations came out.
Oh, I only do drive-through. I don't actually walk into a McDonald's. I don't
No,
know.
but I kind of like those because now I'm not embarrassed about my order.
I've actually driven up. Like I guess I drove in.
You drove it up. That's what I heard.
Driven. And I guess I'd gone there one too many times. And she had my order ready for me when I went out. She's like, 2 coffees, 2 carrot muffins.
But did you guys see the movie about McDonald's? I think it's called...
McDougal's?
No. It's the movie about the story of McDonald's, and it's fucking terrible.
I didn't see it.
Is
I don't
it?
want to see it, but...
Oh, you have to see it. It's really good.
I don't want anyone to ruin McDonald's.
Okay,
It's
anyways.
with that guy. What's his name?
Your information right now is coming through so clearly.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna Google it because I saw it and it just kind of like it hurts.
Can I tell you guys a thing that I used to do at McDonald's that's absolutely gross?
Am I going to hate you?
No, please
Little
don't
bit.
tell me.
Okay, I
Well,
will.
that's why.
The founder.
Oh, that's what it's called? The founder?
The founder. And it's how this guy, it's with Michael Keaton, and it's how this guy,
Keaton.
and it's actually like the real story of McDonald's, how it all went down. It's tragic.
Really?
I bet, yeah, I'm sure.
Tragic.
It sounds like
the real people that started McDonald's ended up getting
nothing.
nothing.
It's like the
isn't
real
that
people that
most-
started Facebook.
I was going to say most big companies, isn't it like that?
Yeah. Don't eat the grilled chicken. That's
But
what I'm saying.
lately,
Yeah. Who the fuck gets grilled chicken at Walmart?
At McDonald's, at Walmart, you shouldn't do that either.
don't.
No, the grilled chicken at Walmart is nasty.
At Walmart or McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's. Oh my god, you fucked me up.
Why is it nasty?
Because a few hours after, like, so most burgers are after, I'm forgetting now, 5 minutes. You're supposed to throw them out because at night we have to count the waste, how many things like we threw away. The grilled chicken is clear.
What do you mean it's clear? Like
It becomes like a jellyfish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awful. So you have grilled chicken and it looks like chicken and it's cool, but at the end of the day, it looks clear.
That's disgusting.
It is.
That is so fucked up.
That is.
Okay, never
now,
doing that.
has it changed in the last 20 years?
Maybe.
Probably.
All right.
But when I was working there,
That's how it was.
we used to pick it up and it looked like a jellyfish.
That's
it was
fucking gross.
the grossest thing. Nuggets, though, the day after is the best thing you could ever eat.
I could imagine.
Well, I mean,
so
nuggets,
good.
period. Like McDonald's nuggets are amazing.
They're even better if you eat them when they're past that.
just like Cheetos. I love stale Cheetos.
Yeah, which is weird. But
so
nuggets are good.
Two things I was going to say on that. One, I can't remember.
okay, great.
One was I just wanted to,
Commend me on my awesomeness.
yeah, that too. My cousin, congratulate you on my cousin telling me that when they used to have like the 59-cent cheeseburgers, the 39-cent hamburgers, that people used to come in and order like 75 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they put them in the freezer.
Genius.
I ate 11. That was my maximum.
11? I can kind of see
In
that.
one sitting?
Speaking of which, I was thinking about
It was good, though.
entering the Guinness Book of World Records
For
eating the most Ferrero Rochers in a minute. It's
In
only
1 minute?
It's like 18. It's like
Did you try it?
I'm going to. Just, Ferrero Rochers are expensive.
Are they already unpacked?
No, you have to unwrap them.
Ooh.
But I'm like, I have a plan.
You know what's funny? Number one, I would totally see you in that book.
Right?
Okay.
Before I die, mark my words.
No, not before you die. Before next year.
Oh, whoa.
Let's work on this.
2, there's a strategy of getting world records very easily if you word them right.
Word them right?
Yeah.
But this is already like done. Like I have there's a video of a guy
No, but
doing
like you
it.
could
There's
say
a way you could say it.
the record of eating the most amount of Ferrero Rochers
That are
in a
unwrapped.
minute that are unwrapped with my head upside down.
Oh, really? You can do that?
Yes, you can make it so specific that you can get in the book.
I have a new life goal.
No, it's not a life goal. It's a next year goal, Kim.
It's a now goal. Before you turn 36, you'd like to have a baby. Before I turn 36,
You'll be in
I'm
the
going to be in the
book.
Guinness Book of World Records. 2019, my year.
19.
18.
I'm
No, but I think I would fall
For
into
next
next year's
year,
book.
so
It's
okay,
too late for 18, so it'd have to be 19. But anyways, the next
Honestly,
thing,
I really would see you
I'm
in
doing
that.
it. It's happening. You're giving me motivation, Isa.
It's easy. I'm telling you, just word it right, you can do it.
I'm going to do it.
Try to beat someone that worded right.
Well, I want to beat this guy. Seen
No,
the guy
I
do.
think you should make it new one. Fuck you.
But also, to me, it means more
If you beat
beating
somebody?
someone than
Yeah.
making up my own. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I think I can beat this guy. This guy's like a professional eater. Pfft, I can eat more Ferrero Rochers than him.
But
Just be an innovator.
A lot.
I actually, just for shits and giggles, looked up on the McKibben's website if my name was still on the wall for eating all those hot wings. It was.
Oh, shit.
From that many years
Are
ago.
you serious?
Yep.
So if people Google your name, they'll find you on
No,
there?
if you go onto McKibben's on the wall of fame for the...
There's a picture of you.
No, because
Yeah, right.
back then they weren't taking pictures. Now they take pictures. They don't back then.
Now
But
you have to go
You
back.
I
should-
have the
No.
t-shirt to show you guys, though.
You should totally take a picture and be like, by the way, this name is associated to this face. Put it on.
Right, but because my name's so common, there's actually 2 Kimberly... But one of them's me, I promise you.
whore.
I know. The other one's a fucking whore.
You need to go back and do it again.
You know what? You're right. I do. So I get my picture on there. Can we do a podcast at McKibben's?
Yeah, we can.
We're doing it. Okay.
We just need to call them and be like, hey, we're going to be recording live from...
Maybe they'll even let us do it for free.
What do you mean?
Because we're recording. It's promotion for the...
Damn straight they will.
Fuck yeah.
We're doing this.
Guys, this year, 2 competitions I'm winning.
I'm not participating though. You should participate.
I'm gonna give
I'm
you
not.
me because-
I'll just be the host.
As long as we eat 12 of the wings, we both win. It's not like one of us is going to beat each other. So it's very amicable. Okay, but I have a question about McDonald's before we get too off the topic. So my boyfriend...
I'm pretty sure we're off the topic.
Okay, well, we're back on the topic. My boyfriend has this theory that when he goes to McDonald's, he always like changes something in his order. So like he'll get
It's fresh.
to make sure it's fresh.
Yeah.
So is it true?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, he's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Because the thing is, you're supposed to throw away the sandwiches, the fries after 3 minutes,
Okay.
the sandwiches after 5 minutes, but nobody ever does.
Right.
The worst one is La Ronde. Never order regular food at La Ronde.
Don't ever
But who
order
does
food.
anyway? It's like going to cost you
$16 for a burger.
Sometimes you don't know where to eat, so you'll eat at McDonald's because it's familiar. Always order it weird because that makes you
yeah.
real. Yeah, even if it's like extra pickles.
He'll always like add a tomato to his like mac poulet.
Yeah, you should. But regular
my favorite
restaurants, regular restaurants, chances are the food moves so fast that you don't have to worry.
Right.
But places where it's so packed, like La Ronde, they just anticipate all the food, so they make a lot.
It, yeah.
It's usually old, so order it weird.
Fresh. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Basically, always have a.
I'm going to order it fresh, please.
My way. That's the wrong company. I don't know why I keep saying that.
It is my. Oh no, that's Harvey's
What does it say on the receipt when you order it different though? It says something.
special.
No, it says something. It's like a saying.
I'm loving it.
No, it says something.
I just noticed, though, that when we were talking earlier about McDonald's and Walmarts, in the Walmart that's near my parents' house, it's not a McDonald's anymore. It's a Harvey's.
What?
What?
That's so weird.
That is weird.
And I had the same reaction. I was like, what?
I thought it was like a contract they had.
Okay, how about we move on to in the news? That was
good.
Oh, that's me.
That's your cue.
You remember, guys, when I said last week, like, oh, for sure there was like a new moon or something, a full moon, because there was so much fucked up shit happening. Yeah, nothing really happened this week.
Are we in Mercury retrograde?
According to my life, we are.
It's not yet. It's at the end of March.
I was actually looking that up after last week because I'd never heard of this before. And I found like this list of things to not do during Mercury retrograde, which is everything. Like just don't live.
Yeah.
Don't get cosmetic surgery. Don't sign any contracts. Don't even look for anything new in your life. Like that list was so stupid.
Oh, wait, the 3 things that you said were pretty okay. Like, I'm not going to get cosmetic surgery today. Like,
Well, maybe I
could
want
sign
cosmetic surgery
contracts.
today.
just right now.
You literally can't do anything except like live a simple life. Like you have to be Amish during Mercury retrograde.
Or
Mennonite.
Or be a Mennonite. But even Mennonites, they're allowed
she's
to
in my
go on
head
fucking...
constantly.
I'm ready. I'm right there.
Apparently they're allowed to date on Tinder, these Mennonites.
Oh, my God.
I'm not
Guys, I
ready.
have so many dates this week.
Oh my God, your life sucks so bad.
It does.
It doesn't.
Okay.
You know what I have planned for this week? Living.
I was going to say...
And that's not easy.
I was going to say diaper change, but not even.
Yes? What do you mean? I have a kid in diapers.
Oh, still?
Of course. We're trying.
It's coming. It's coming.
We bought like the biggest sized box of diapers we could, and we're like, this is the last one. This is gonna be the last. He has no interest. I go, do you have to go pee pee? He goes, yeah, pee pee. And I put him on the toilet, and he doesn't pee pee ever. And he sits and his potty makes music, and he dances to the music, and he never pees. And then I put him in the bath after, and he shits in the fucking bath.
You know what's funny? Is that my dogs
Do the
pee
thing.
and shit on command.
And my 2-year-old won't. My human child that I created won't.
Okay, so this one's a bit old.
How dare you make it old?
Well, it's not that old. It's a week old. But it involved Quebec's people. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, title of the article is Quebec driver jumps in river to avoid breathalyzer.
Oh my God, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
So there was police following a car.
They're like a car chase?
Yeah, like a car chase. And they were like, okay, like this guy is driving like a drunk driver. So let's stop this guy. And finally, the guy driving the car stopped the car to jump in a river. Let's remind ourselves.
He just stopped the car,
Ran
opened
away.
the door.
Jumped
Right.
in the river.
He was like, fuck it, I'm going to get out of the way this way.
Yeah. About 45 kilometers from the south of Quebec City. And apparently they were like, okay, this guy is insane because it's also March. And they found him like several hours later.
He was dead?
No.
Oh.
He was still alive. He was spotted walking down the road wearing wet clothes that included a stolen pair of firefighter pants. Like, please. Investigators believe that the man broke into the shed where the clothes were stored after he escaped from the river. And
Oh, wait, he jumped in.
Firefighter pants.
But he jumped in the river and the cops were like,
No, but the cops were not going to jump in the river. Like, they were smart enough. They kind of just followed down the river.
Isn't it their job to jump in the river?
I was going to say, like, you could just walk down the river and it'll be the same speed. You don't have to jump in the river.
Well, no, it depends. The river can be quite fast. But in any case, they found him. Like, it doesn't matter. The cops found him.
But they could have not.
And the problem was, when they found him, obviously this guy was under the influence.
Right.
No.
Because why else would you jump in freezing water and then break into a shed to wear firefighter pants and think no one's going to notice?
Right.
Well,
But you know what?
I walked down the road.
It would have been smarter for him to put the firefighter pants on before he jumped in the river because it probably would have kept him warm.
Yeah, but he broke into the shed after he got out of the
Because
water.
he probably thought that it was like, I bet he went up to the cops and was like, I'm just helping you guys. It's not me you're looking for.
He's soaking wet and shivering and has hypothermia. And he's
I
like,
jumped in the river
Did you guys
trying
find
to
the
help
guy?
you guys.
Did you guys find him?
Amy. And I just have another one, which isn't tragic, but I kind of want your...
Oh, wait, what happened to the guy? Did he get caught? He was good.
Yeah, they caught
He's
him.
in prison?
And, yeah.
Cool. Bye. Can I just say that you look so skinny?
I lost 10 pounds almost.
Oh, good for you.
But I don't find I look skinny at all.
No, you do. You really do.
good.
I feel like-
see you quite often, and you do.
I see you once a
That
week.
shirt and those pants make you look very skinny.
I also don't have much boobs anymore, but...
It shows.
Welcome to my world.
You look skinnier.
Okay. Well, I look
Lost all my
skinnier,
boobs.
but I still have like a 12 pounds to go about.
Say thanks.
But thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Okay, so the other story I have is... What's wrong with you?
It's not every day Isa compliments people, so fucking take that shit and own
Take
it.
that shit, own it. It's true. She's completely right.
Okay, so you know how everywhere around the world there's going to be parents that are going to name their kids like fucked up names,
Like Nacho?
Patsul and Couch and whatever. But in France, they're particularly tough and difficult, and it has to be accepted by like the government.
Really?
Okay, can I just say that everywhere should be that way?
No, I'm sorry. People, it's freedom. I'm sorry. You can name your kid whatever you want.
No, it becomes a point that it's abuse.
No, but okay. But if it comes to the point where you're going to name your child that and it's abuse, even if a government says no, you can't name your child that, you're going to continue. You okay there? Oh my God.
Bless you.
That was, oh my gosh.
Bless
Jesus,
you.
bless
Do you want a tissue?
You're
Jesus
7 away
Christ.
from an orgasm. 6 away. Keep it going. Like, you can do it. You can do it. We're going to have an orgasm on the podcast.
Guys, I already had one today. It's fine.
Oh.
Well, somebody got
fine.
to work from home today. Now would be a good time to cue in Fifth Harmony.
Why? I just knocked my
Wait for
face
how
on the fucking...
I saw your nose do this thing.
Please tell me you're going to plug this song in. It was so
She's
perfect.
not, because she
What
doesn't like
fifth-
to edit, so I'll do
What
it.
fifth
I'm going to do
Work
it.
from home.
That's
That one?
That's how it goes at all. Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna work from home. Yeah, I'm gonna have orgasms.
Baby,
Yeah.
you should work from home.
Because I'm
Oh.
gonna keep you on.
Oh my God. You guys are killing me.
Yeah, you know this song.
They're both dancing.
I worry about nothing. I am wearing it.
This is what I was trying to say. You can work from home.
What?
You can work from home.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
Turn the bed into an ocean.
Turn the bed into an ocean?
Yeah.
That sounds nasty.
Well, yeah, that's what you want.
Man,
isn't
Fifth
it?
Harmony is special.
Don't
Well,
you want your
you
bed
know-
to turn into an ocean?
A lot of juice is too much juice, you know?
Never too much juice.
Well, I don't know how your bodies work, but there's such a thing as too much juice.
I'm not even breathing anymore.
Okay, so let's go back to the parents and the names.
Right.
That's what we were talking about, right?
Right.
Okay, I want to point that one out because for me, that's excessive. So in France, there's a government that the government will decide.
How strict are they? No, but I mean, like, if it's gonna be rain, are they gonna say like, no, fuck you? Because if somebody says rain, I'll be like, okay, tell me why. Fine. But if they're gonna say couch.
Then right, say no. But okay, what I was gonna say, and I can't remember if I said it or not because I'm drinking. But if somebody's gonna name their child something to a point where it's abusive, the government telling them no, you can't, they're still gonna be abusive parents after that. You know what I mean?
No, but
Like, what does that change?
Some people like want to try to be funny.
You okay?
I just burped. Some parents want to try to be funny. What was the guy last week
Nacho.
that was Nacho? It was Nacho?
The one you sent us? What?
No, about the show that I watched with the names.
Yeah.
It was Tim Burr.
Tim Burr.
Timothy Burr.
Right. Tim
That
Burr.
was but I like
It's
that.
hilarious, but it's mean.
It's
like
not.
it's just because you're
I don't
trying
think
to be
it's that
funny.
mean. No, but I don't think it's that
Timothy.
mean.
His
It's
name's
not
Timothy.
Tim Burr. That's why I thought, for me, that's okay.
As
But-
a government, I would have been like, can you just really tell me what you want to do, and then I'll
But on
judge.
paper, Timothy Burr is a perfectly normal name.
It probably would have
Yeah.
slipped. Yes, you're probably right.
Okay, but there's a couple in France that had a baby girl, and they wanted to call her Liam.
Okay.
And the French government said... France government...
Because it's the
French government. Whatever, okay?
gouvernement de France.
Merci.
Sounds better.
They said no. They said obviously the name itself isn't unusual, but the French government had issue with the fact that they had picked a traditional boy's name for a girl.
Okay, that's not. Okay, that's awful.
It's called a democracy.
Like,
Yeah, no.
like what about all the Charlie and the Riley and the Ryans and like
Like I would love to name my kid, let's say Charlie or Taylor or Billy. Like I should.
Oh, Billy, I love
so for
it.
a girl, it's so cute.
Billie Holiday is a famous singer.
So the French government would be like, "Fuck you!" Like, no, that's not cool. But that I don't agree with.
But that's what I mean. And they were like, okay, the government say they were worried it would be likely to create a risk of gender confusion. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like,
that's like
People don't need an odd name to have gender confusion.
no, that's
But
it.
even if it does, who
Cares.
cares?
Exactly.
So that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up because it's not like they wanted to call their kid fucking
Bottle of
chair.
A bottle of wine.
But like,
If I had a third child.
It is weird though. Like Liam is a weird name for a girl.
but I mean, it could start
Whatever.
a trend, you know. And I was thinking of it. I was like, I really don't think it's that bad, honestly.
Unless it's like
Especially-
Liam, but it's actually Liamella.
But in French, Liam, it could fit for a girl.
that's cute. Yeah.
I think
You
it's
know what I
nice,
mean?
yeah.
And I was just kind of like, okay, these people are fucking insane. And then they go ahead and they say there's a couple of names that France also decided to
Ban?
And one of them is Nutella, which totally understandable.
But wait, it's understandable because of the product Nutella. But if you took that out of the equation, it's not a bad name, Nutella. Donatella, Nutella.
No, I understand what you're saying, but Nutella is so huge and
But it's
Yeah,
only
that's right.
because you relate it.
that's all we eat in the
It's
morning.
like the name Heinz. It'd be fine if you didn't relate it to ketchup.
But then it's such a worldwide brand. You can't.
But what if these people are hippies and have never heard of Nutella before?
Oh, please.
Okay.
But they said no to Nutella. They said no to strawberry, which I understand as well.
Strawberry.
I think people should be allowed to name their kids
But I don't mind it as much. It's like, you know how Gwyneth Paltrow called her kid
Apple?
Apple? I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. So many people were against my son's name, and like I fucking love my son's name. And like
Well,
the
the third one
99
that they ban, you're not going to enjoy it. And I was like, I don't see anything wrong with that. They banned parents who wanted to name their little girl Manhattan.
Oh, I love that. Though.
And I thought that was
That's
fucking
popular.
that's a beautiful name,
popular.
Manhattan.
I know, but not in France. It's illegal.
Manhattan. How do you say that in French?
Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Oh, but it's even nicer in French.
I know. And I was like, okay, the French government is fucking fucked
They're
up.
assholes.
It's okay for Nutella.
They're exactly what I would expect the French government to be like.
Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say on that.
Yeah.
And that's in the news for you guys.
Oh, that was short and sweet.
What would you name your kids?
I have
You
two
have
kids. I can tell
but
you.
what if you have like a third one?
A girl. I kind of like the name. I kind of like the name Kelsey. All my names have to start with K's, by the way.
I know, which is so.
Kelsey, and I like Kendra.
so fucked
I
up.
like Kendra and Kelsey for girls. For a boy, I already took my K name, so I don't know. For a boy,
I honestly don't have any names for boys,
I actually liked.
I do.
When I was
and
pregnant.
I only want a boy.
because you get to choose. Oh, you can actually. If you're doing artificial insemination, you get to choose that.
Insemination. If I adopt, yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Or if you do in vitro. Well, the one that they do it in the dish, they can inseminate a certain sex into you.
What?
Yeah, because the sperm is what determines the sex. When you do artificial shit, you can determine the sex. Definitely. Yeah. No, you can, because when they do it in the dish, they'll be like
I
this.
definitely want a boy more than a
Would
girl.
you like us to put in the girl or the boy? They'll ask you.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, shit.
I have good boy names.
2018. But when I was pregnant with my daughter, my brother had suggested the name Blake for a boy, and I actually really liked it. And the only reason why I didn't take it, because then I wasn't hooked
Sasha
on the
with a
K.
B?
Right, but then I wasn't hooked on the K thing. Was because in French, it'd be black. And
Yeah.
then
Because he's black.
and because they're mixed, I'm kind of like half. You know what I mean? And be like, that's weird. So we didn't do that. But
So the other person would be like, a white, blanche. No, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I
But
agree.
luckily it was a girl and we didn't have to deal with that. So.
Okay.
And I got the name I wanted with a K.
I have a few boys' names.
Is she like,
Tell us.
are you going on your cell phone because you listed them? No
Oh, she
fucking.
listed them.
No offense.
See, I want to say my son's name because I love it, but I said I wouldn't say my kids' names.
No offense, but this is weird.
No,
And also,
I'm prepared because if it does happen, then I'm popping something out.
Oh, you didn't do this just for the podcast. You keep this with you all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time I hear a
That's
name,
weird.
no, every time I hear a name that I really like, I
She
add
writes
it to
it
my
down.
list.
But you know what? That's
But-
how I found my daughter's name. I'd heard it years before I got pregnant. I was like, I'm going to name my daughter
No,
that.
I'm sorry, but people that say constantly that they hate kids and then write a list
and
of
then
baby
they have
names.
on their notepad on their phone, they have a list of baby names. Yeah. It's a little, it's kind of like her not believing in God and baptizing her children.
But to be fair, every time someone has a baby and they're like, I don't know what to name if it's a boy. I'm like, I got a list.
I have a list if you want.
But I'm not.
I never say. I have one girl's name that I really like, and I'm not even gonna say it on the podcast.
But see,
I want to know
that's
though.
what I mean.
No.
Look, I'll give you my beep.
This
Beep.
is-
Tell me.
But this is the difference between you and me is that you have a name that you know you want. You don't want to tell it so that people don't steal it. I'm like, here are my names. Take them. I
Okay.
just
'Cause you're not gonna have
give
kids.
me boy names because I know I'm gonna have a boy.
Do you
I
plan,
have
like, I don't know if I ever got like a solid answer out of you. Do you plan on having children
No.
one day?
But she wants it.
For now, it's a definite no.
And how does your boyfriend feel about that?
For him, it's a definite yes.
Oh, okay.
So she's clearly gonna have
But
it.
Yeah.
but I'm a definite yes on wedding, and he's a definite no on wedding. So there's
Compromise?
an agreement or
Okay.
compromise
That could
to
be
make there.
compromise.
So for now, we're just leaving it status quo. Boy names?
She's definitely gonna have a kid. More, if anything, sooner than I
No,
will.
guys, I forgot to tell you what I did this week. I know what I did.
You took a fertility test.
No, I went to go see.
Don't tell me a tarot card reader.
Yes.
Oh, without me.
Well, it's the one I do with work.
What?
Well, it's not with the work girls. Like I've been last year, and you're supposed to only go see her once a year. So we went back this year, and she told me no babies, definitely no babies this
I'm
year.
still offended. Not this year, but you're gonna have it before
She told me, she looked at me and she's like, oh, you don't really want kids. And I was like, not really. She's like, well, I
Too
can't.
bad.
It's not a definite no, but definitely no for this year. And I was like, okay,
No, I
perfect.
think you're gonna have one before me though.
Well, if you want one before you're 36, you're going to have one before me. I'm aiming 40. Do you want to hear my fucking baby names or
Yes,
no?
go ahead.
Okay. I have Lennon.
Okay.
I like it, but I've heard it before.
I have Indigo.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I love chapters way too much for Indigo.
I have Levin.
Levin?
Levin. Levon. Levin.
I like that.
Wait, for a girl, for a boy?
It's all boys.
It reminds me of like, for someone, when I think of like yeast.
Levure.
Maybe
That's
what
why.
it is.
Or
Okay.
it levels up
Like
or
it, like
something?
it levens.
It levens. That's not a word.
It is now.
I have the classic Jack James London.
One of my son's middle names is James.
Well, I like those. I like
One
those.
of them?
He has two middle names.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't. Not James. I know it was Alexander.
Oh, yeah, we threw James in there because when I had my son, it was 30 years to the year. It had been 30 years since my grandfather had passed away, whose name was James, and we wanted a name in there that meant something because neither his first or middle name like had any meaning, and we just liked it. So we wanted something with meaning, so we threw James in there. We thought
This
beep,
is-
was nice.
It is. It's
King
very
James.
nice.
Parents are hilarious, though,
I
eh?
know.
Like, just throw it in there.
Just
fuck
throw it in there. There's enough squares on the birth
good
certificate form, so
I also like Grant and Asher, which are definitely older.
I like Asher too. Yeah.
Lev and Ryder. I really liked Ryder in my past life.
Lev?
Your past life.
Yeah,
Kind of like Lev. I like short, simple
Lev.
names like that. Lev.
just Lev.
Because people will be like, is it short for nothing? Nope, it doesn't have to be. I'm
It's
just that cool.
Lev. I loved Ryder for like the longest time. My ex's last name was Speed, and I was like, if I ever
Ryder Speed?
yeah,
That
I
would have
can't.
been cool.
I can't.
No, that would have been so cool.
Oh my god! If that guy is is like the slowest person on earth. But yeah, it was just terrible. Anyway.
Okay.
I thought it was awesome. Oh, here's the quote that I found for your compromise with no children, no marriage.
Oh yeah, what is it?
True love is when two people lower their standards just the right amount.
Wow.
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. Jesus.
Bless you.
We're at like 7 sneezes at this point.
Oh,
7?
Orgasm.
We're 3 away from an orgasm, guys.
Guys, I can't wait.
I have a message from Keith. I don't know what it says, but I am going to play it on the show.
Hey, fucker, guess who's on the Instagram? 2009 called and I'm there, Callis.
That's Keith.
What's going on?
That's a regular text message from him.
Oh, for real?
Jesus, I'm like,
We need to text each other more.
Okay, so guys, I have an event for you.
Shut the fuck up.
I actually have 2. First one is called Clune. No, not Clune.
Clune? Like Clooney?
No, like clown. It's called Clown Lab.
Is it a mask, though?
Well, it's $90. Yeah,
Jesus.
it's a class for clowns of all levels. So,
Oh, okay.
feel free to
So
go.
I can enter.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes with the nose included with the experiments.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Go.
I once, for a brief moment in time, attended a circus school.
Okay, but wait.
For real?
Yeah.
But circus school is okay.
But
Did you want
like
to be a
to do like
clown?
trapeze?
No, I was
or-
doing a contortionist.
Okay.
You can spread that wide?
Silence.
Do you want me to show you?
Yeah?
I used to be in gymnastics, but I was only good at like floor because I'm extremely flexible. So I decided to like leave gymnastics and do contortion. But I really just wanted to do it for the practice. And like from the first class, they were like, okay, so we're gonna like prepare for our circus show. And I was like, I don't really want to be in a circus. I just want to do contortion.
Contortion isn't a circus show.
I know, but I just wanted to be a contortionist. I didn't want to actually perform. I just want to practice the art of contortion without actually performing.
Just for
would
your
that be even-
bedtime?
Because no, I used to, at home all the time. Like I would watch TV with like my head between my legs, right? You know what I mean?
That's not fucked up at all. Okay. Your boyfriend must have fun time with you.
But guys are so weird about that.
Yeah, they love that shit.
They love.
I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but I'm
for
probably
sure.
I'm probably more flexible than your average 35-year-old.
You can gain it back quite easily.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly,
it's not hard.
And I'm somebody who, if like I'm consistent, again, that's not my forte. But if I'm consistent, like with workouts, like I can get back into it fairly quickly.
Okay, I have a plan for you. Every time
Okay.
you put your son on the
Potty?
you try to do the splits. You know.
Two
That's
birds,
the
one
thing.
stone. Getting 2 birds stoned at once.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's going pee and I'm in a bridge going, you can do it, bud.
Are you pee? Are you pee? Because I'm in a split right now.
Split, I'm not, you know what it is? It's
And then
my,
a 10-year-old is going, Mommy, what's happening?
My clown class.
Oh, the clown class.
That comes with the nose included.
oh, well then that's worth the $90.
Okay, I'm gonna try to translate this as much as I can. So
What is it in French?
Yeah.
Wait, how about you say it in French and I'll translate it?
Quand on fait du clown,
When we do clowns,
on travaille
amazing.
principalement sur l'exposition d'un jeu complexe.
we mostly work on the fact that we are myself.
On the
What?
No, on the exposition, on the exposition
On
of,
the exposition
of a me, of a
of a me.
complex
of myself.
What? What was it in French?
On travaille principalement sur l'exposition d'un jeu complexe. Jeu.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
We try to develop ourselves more.
Okay.
C'est une liberté in extremis.
We are naked and open.
No, naked and open was nu et ouvert. But I just gave it. You didn't say it. I gave it to you. Jesus. C'est une liberté in extremis.
We are, it's just a liberty, which
freedom.
is a freedom, which is very open.
Que c'est
translator ever.
que c'est d'exposer aux autres sa force rebelle.
Which is to expose yourself in a form of rebelliousness.
What? Did you think I'm the translator and you're not?
Holy shit.
Au-delà du rationnel.
Just past the whole rational shit.
You should do this professionally.
dans sa vulnérabilité et sa sauvagerie.
Just being so much vulnerable and so savage.
Wild.
Savage. At least savage, not sauvage. Ah. Se trouver drôle dans ces pantoufles-là de l'existence.
To find yourself so comfortable in your slippers.
In your existent slippers.
in your slippers of every day.
Cette poésie déchaînée du corps.
In this, like, comfortableness of everyday poems.
Et l'éloquence de son émotion.
In the openness of your emotions. It's just so much.
Car tout du clown naît du côté chambranlant de l'être qui est porteur.
I don't even know what she's saying
You're
anymore.
looking at me with your eyes are like, oh.
You're killing me. Say that again. Because as a clown, you are so much more than you are every day.
No. Not even one bit. It's more like everything of the clown is born from the insecurities of the being, which is what transports the clown.
Of what you are.
Both of your guys' hands when you translate.
So, guys, this is $90
French.
If you want to go, there's 3 people.
It's much more meaningful if
three
you're
people?
French.
3
than not.
people going $90, and you can become a clown of any level. Okay. It's not for everyone.
No, for everyone. I felt a connection to it. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, guys, the last thing
Okay.
that you guys can do, if clowning is not for you,
Yeah.
there is something else. It's called Earth Skills for Adults, Winter Tree ID.
What?
So basically, you have to go a little bit out of your way. This is in Vermont.
No? Yeah. Okay.
Vermont. I've been to Vermont. We went to a wedding in Vermont. Oh, you
We've
weren't
been-
there.
We've also been to Vermont, and it was
We've
great.
been to, yeah, we've been
We saw the tallest filing cabinet tower
yeah
in the world.
we also been to.
If you want to beat that world record, you can just file up.
file a lot of files.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat Ferrero Rochers and hot wings personally.
Okay, be a clown.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was that a hiccup?
was a
You sounded like a squeak toy. Oh, do it again.
I was like,
People can't hiccup on command. Did you know that? That was so fake.
That was so
that
fake.
was real.
I'll give you $1 if you hiccup.
No.
I can't
Try
like,
to
send you for the
burp.
bus.
Try to burp it out.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting.
I have to swallow my air
It's a countdown
and then I have to
diaphragm.
burp it out.
Okay. The Earthwalk Field Institute presents Winter Tree ID. Learn how to identify trees and shrubs without their leaves. And start your own twig collection.
Your own twig collection.
That's what's missing in your life, Cam. Cam?
Came. There, you need twigs. Came.
I need twigs. I have a thimble collection if anyone.
What's a thimble?
Do you really?
Do you know what a thimble is? Oh, yeah. Garage or
Wait.
something.
It's not a collection if you only have one.
No, I have a whole case. I have a case and everything from all over the world. Yeah, I do.
Are you like an 85-year-old woman that
No,
we're
but
not aware of?
I might be.
Just a bit more flexible?
a bit more flexible. I have a
Bullshit.
thimble collection and a pig collection.
Pig?
Yep. I have like over 200 pigs. You know I love pigs. I have it tattooed on my ankle.
Wait. I know you love
Excuse
pigs,
me?
but how is that a pig collection? How do you have a pig collection?
Chinese symbol of pigs. I have like salt and
Are
pepper
you
shakers
are you
and
sure?
tutus and-
Okay.
Yeah, because even when I was in hairdressing school, this Asian guy came up to me. He was like, "Do you know what your ankle says?" I'm like, "Pig." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you from Sign of the Pig?" Nope. I don't have the biggest collection out there, but I have about like 250 pig items. No, I could.
It's like the people that are obsessed with Christmas, you know? Expert Christmas collectors.
Okay.
On the floor, you can't step anywhere because it's all those little lit houses
Yeah.
and everything. And there's
Okay.
like 19 Christmas trees.
That was my question because it's like some people could be like, I have a collection of Christmas poos, and it's not actually a thing. You know what I mean?
Christmas poos.
It's like the Christmas shit that you take, you just collect and then you
In the month of December, you just shit and you're like, ooh,
I'm gonna keep this.
I'm gonna
and
keep it.
you date them and then
You put like, what do you put them in? Like vial jars or
No, I mean a plate is fine.
a plate?
Yeah,
But no, but it has
I
to
mean,
be
it
sealed.
dries,
It's gonna
yeah.
evaporate if you don't seal it.
not a poo.
Of course.
No, it's a piece.
but of course
It could just dry
would,
up.
But it would evaporate eventually. It's a natural substance. It would biodegrade eventually.
It's still part of my collection if it dries up.
It's not though. They kept like a jar of air and been like 20 years ago, this was poo.
What?
That's why what?
You're on plenty of fish.
Did she encourage you to go on Plenty of Fish?
Poo
No, but she
collection.
makes me sound so rotten.
I should ask my mom how many bins she still has in my pig collection.
Okay, you guys want to identify trees or not?
Oh, yes, I definitely want to identify
apologize.
trees. I kind of prefer identifying trees with their leaves, though, personally.
Well,
Because, to be honest, I was excited until you said without their leaves, and I was like, oh, fuck
because
that
it's,
shit.
it's
That was
now,
just a
and they
stick.
don't. And you know what else? It's $35.
That's a lot.
For what?
But it's on March 17th. It's on St. Patrick's Day. So maybe you'll
Coming
get booze.
right now.
But
I'd rather be at the
the
parade.
cost is $35 per person, and registration is required in advance.
Or you can go to the library and take a book out and go do it yourself in the woods.
Or you could
tomorrow.
just look at trees when they have leaves on and be happy.
And figure it out. This wine's gross.
3 hours later. So basically they have to present their things tomorrow?
What?
17th?
You just walk in the woods and they tell you, this is a fucking bouleau. And you're like, oh, great. I can recognize a bouleau without the leaves.
It's white.
And then it's like, oh, here is a, I don't know my trees in English. It says they're shine. And you're like,
Oak. I'll translate the trees. Oak.
this is a fucking oak. And you're like, oh, great. This is an oak. And
I
charge.
just found my college.
All right. Are we ending
we're
the
done.
episode?
That's it.
Okay. If you like what you heard, then cool. We love you forever. Then feel free
If not, we understand.
If not, we understand. Feel free to go and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at All One Side. If ever you want to tell us a little bit more and want to tell us a secret, whatever it is, email us at alloneside@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a 5-star review on iTunes or Google Play to help us, get seen on there because you love us. We're also been added on podcastmontreal.com. It's a website that groups podcasts around our lovely city of Montreal.
We love our city.
I'm kinda over it.
Otherwise, she's doing a Insta story and she's totally doing a selfie right now because she made a face.
What are you looking at me for? Let me selfie in peace.
I'm just waiting for you to touch your hair, really. That's the indicator.
I'm a puppy dog on this one.
Okay, join us next week for episode 10, which is going to be a big one. Probably won't be. Let's be
Really?
honest.
I was
can
going to
bring
say, let's do something
fireworks.
big. Yeah.
I can bring fireworks.
Fireworks on the podcast.
Let's all learn a new talent for next week. I'm going to do the head through my leg things. What are you going to do?
What can I do? I can learn
I can probably learn
how to make
I can
a-
learn a phrase in Portuguese. I can learn Portuguese and tell you, okay, no, you tell me what you want me to say in Portuguese and I'll come ready.
Okay, how about this is episode 10. Listen to us in Portuguese.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you want me to learn how to say that in patois?
What's patois?
Sure.
That they speak in Jamaica? I think that's what it's called. Oh God, I hope I said that right. I'm not going to hear the end of it if I didn't.
Okay, you do that, and I'm just gonna host the shit out of this. That's all.
You can do it in
No,
Italian.
say something in German.
That's a good one.
In German, out of nowhere.
I'm part German.
How about an ASL? No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah,
work.
no. We can end the story.
And be like, now she's closing her hands. Now she's lifting the index.
The translator could translate from ASL into hearing.
I could sing it in Spanish.
No, Spanish is too easy.
Yeah.
We're doing difficult shit.
How about Mandarin? Since you're so talented in
Okay.
everything.
Mandarin? Sure.
I honestly, if I were you, I would have said yes to German, but okay, go for Mandarin.
I have a feeling that I'm better in Mandarin than German.
Do German, it's tougher.
German?
Yeah.
Okay. German.
I should do the German
What
one.
are you gonna
I'm part German.
I don't care.
Google Translate.
Google?
Okay.
Yeah. I promise I won't ask my boyfriend.
So you're gonna do it in German.
Okay.
You're gonna do it in Portuguese. I'm going to do it in.
Flamand.
What the fuck's that?
What the fuck is that? I'm gonna do it in Chinese.
I think you should.
Fine. This is episode 10.
Welcome to All Wine Aside.
Welcome to All One Side.
This is episode 10. Welcome to All Wine Aside. Learn this in German. Sober Kim.
Sober Kim.
Okay.
So,
I.
It sounds semi-sexual. For real.
Eventually, we will become one.
Okay, let's do it again.
So, this is episode 9. Ba.
Bah.
I. My eye is too sexual.
Your eye is sexual?
I. Okay, wait, let's try it again.
Okay.
This is episode 9. Ba.
Bah.
You took over the whole bye. You are bye greedy.
Just do it normally. Ba.
I. There was her orgasm after all of her sneezes.
I get an orgasm after 7 instead of 10. This is a pretty good deal.
Is it? What's happening?
I just pulled sticky stuff out of my hair.
It's probably the plant that you
No,
fucking fucked up later. Later? Before?
The plant's fine. It was everything else I fucked up.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
All right.
I'm going to
Okay.
go pee now.
Peace out, man.